This is why I was like, let me roll up in the church and shit. Oh shit. Hell nah. What the fuck? See what I'm saying? This is why I was like, let me roll up inside the fucking in there because you see this shit? You see this? I was in the church right now. In the area that I be at, hanging out and shit. This shit I don't really like, bro. I can't stand looking at this shit, bro. Like rolling up weed outside, like I cannot stand this shit. This is my biggest, like probably my biggest pet peeve. Straight up. The weed don't fall. The weed just be blowing all the weed everywhere, blowing the blunt everywhere. Like, and it's gonna do that shit randomly. Like, it's all cool, chilling out. Watch it out of nowhere. It's like God just decided to come over and hey, what's that? And just blow. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yeah, damn. And then it's kind of like low key raining right now, so that's kind of like, To be honest, you can still roll a blunt. I mean, smoke a blunt in the rain though. If you don't know, you can still smoke a blunt in the rain. But for sure, you can't smoke a fucking joint in the rain. No, that's not gonna happen. That once that paper gets wet by a droplet, it's over. For some reason, I'm getting flashbacks, and I knew somebody might be inside this church right now because the back door always be open. It's been open for over 6 months now. But it's the middle of the day. I knew somebody was gonna be in that bitch, and they were. I heard the door slam and shit in the other room. I said, I got quiet as fuck. I slowly just packed up all my shit. I just wanted to roll that shit up at least, you know? It's not one of my best work. I'm out here in the elements and shit. Shit don't mind. But this is the part I hate about living at my mom's house. Like, I don't even know if I was, like, homeless, like, would I be alright? Like, I'd be annoyed right now. I know I would be annoyed. I'd be like, man, it's fucking annoying as fuck. Because, like, it's raining outside. Like, it's not raining too hard, but it's raining enough to be like, bro, what the fuck? You know? So I'm like low key annoyed at that motherfucker right now. I'm trying not to be, but damn. I was watching the I was watching Harley Quinn and the Bob Marley movie and shit. I watched that shit on my mom's TV because she has a big ass screen TV and shit, flat screen. So that's why I'd be watching that shit on her. That's one thing I like about her house. Like they have to watch TV like that. But other than that, like, so we're running out of weed, man. Got a little bit left. This is that sour tsunami. This is the cake berry. A little bit left of the cake berry. And it's the white cheddar CBG. You know what I'm saying? White cheddar right there. It's all CBG right there. It's the THCA. Got a little bit of left, a little bit of crumbles of left. And it's a little bit of fucking of the cross between the Oreos and the zero gravity. It's just like, fuck, bruh. But, you know, my mind's like, damn. I kind of wish, like, I was losing weight. And I rolled it in this nasty ass garbage. I will never roll again. Like this motherfucker had stems all over the place. Like I can't have you. If you got stems all over the place, how you a good blunt then? I don't understand. That's me personally. Like how you? It's just two things. That's why I like the Rillo with the leaf mixed together, like a game or some shit. Because you know, and it has to be high quality. Because this shit, hell, this shit right here, don't buy these hoes. I'm used to the real Dutch Masters. That's this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? This hoe's trash. Oh my god. Look at this shit. Honey fusion. Smells kind of like boring. Looks kind of stale and dry, don't it? And then like the stem is like this last bunch roll, the stem is just sticking up everywhere. Like there's no place where the stem is not. And it's so loose that you feel like you have to lick it back up together. Hell nah. Oh, I mean, fucking break down the weed. So what am I gonna smoke today? Probably some white CBG. Definitely for sure some white CBG. I got a whole bunch of doobies. I was gonna roll up them hole too, but I don't think this is the time for it. When he found out he had cancer, and it's funny too because there was a moment in the Bob Marley movie, right, where like I kind of felt like a lot of people liked Rita Marley's character more than they like Bob Marley's character, and I think a lot of it has to do with um, generation. I remember hearing Bob Marley talking about this generation gap or some shit, or some just generation, and I was thinking like, you know, hey, like maybe because, and they said the Exodus album was like the best album of the 20th century. And I'm like, we are the 21st century. We're in a whole different century. And I was looking up shit, and I was also looking up like what's it look like in 2100, year 2100. And it's like, man, the shit's gonna change so much. It's not even funny what's gonna happen. Like, what's gonna happen? It's happening already because we're in the 2020s already. And when I fucking did my research, and then based off the climate change right now that's going on, it's gonna be severe climate change to where like some conscious black people are saying that like we're gonna be wearing like gas masks and shit, and we're gonna be basically on oxygen tanks because the atmosphere is gonna change so much. And then like I was like, these are some conspiracy theories. These are like, hippies or whatever, like super, pseudo science, spirituality and shit. So I'm thinking like bullshit, right? Bro, I looked that shit up and it's like, this is what they're planning on doing, bro. It's gonna be some iRobot ass shit going on out here. Like, it's gonna be really weird, bro. And I'm thinking like, man, they're just crazy. They're just schizophrenic. They're like, oh, they're gonna be super niggas out here because people are going to adapt. Because organisms are supposed to adapt to the environment. So us that have the fucking original DNA or some shit like that are going to fucking adapt. And I'm like, bullshit. But I'm like, hold on, wait a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas is like saying this shit though. They're saying that, oh yeah, like humans are gonna change more because like the climate change is not just climate change, like it's getting hotter and shit. Like it's literally like even right now, like the Wi-Fi's are starting to fuck up because of the fucking goddamn solar radiation. Like there's cosmic radiation, and that's what's affecting the planet, and that's why we're going through climate change. You know what I'm saying? And climate change is an easier way to put it, but really, it's like it's the whole fucking Earth is like changing. It's morphing and adapting. So by the next century, they said that's what's supposed to happen and shit. And we're supposed to be technologically advanced enough to like deal with that. Cause like they're talking about like basically they're saying that the water levels are gonna rise. You know what that means? That's why they're like talking about some Japan right now is looking for black men. I don't know. I heard this shit yesterday, but don't quote me. The fucking Japan's looking for black men to repopulate their planet, or because we have very dominant genes and shit like that. And so we're not. We don't a lot. Basically, most black people are not sterile. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So then they said they've been having tsunamis over and over again because the fucking goddamn water levels are gonna rise. So Japan might not be here in the next fucking 30 years. Just the landmass might be gone. So with that being said, like that's wild to me. That's wild as fuck. I'm like, yo. So a lot of things are gonna change, and with less space on the planet, on Earth, on actual, physical Earth, dude, like, where are we gonna go? And then they're already talking about starting colonies on Mars. What the fuck? It's some wild ass shit. You get what I'm saying? Like this is wild as fuck. So right now, I'm just looking at life like, yo, we need to start looking to the future, and that's really what it is. And you have, it seems like, man, 2100, that's you're not even gonna live that long. Look, you have to be a part of it. You have to be a part of life like that. So that's what I'm trying to. So you already know. You can look that video up, and then you can kind of infer which industries are going into that, because they tell you also, honestly, what industries are going into that. And if you get into that, get educated, and get into those industries, you're gonna be good for the rest of your life. I guarantee you. Like I'm in Texas, I'm in Houston, right? I'm like, bro, I can learn that. I can go to school and maybe learn some NASA shit and work for NASA and shit. And they're gonna be a part of all that shit. They'll be part of the space program to take us to fucking Mars. Like, that's how deep this shit is. It's wild like that right now. That's why I'm looking at this shit like this is crazy. Now I know what to do. Like fuck a trade and fuck plumbing and all this other shit, and that's all good for the now. But like that's this time money. That's old money. But new money is that. That's the new money right there. Not new money, but I'm using the slang term new money. You know what I'm saying? People say new money and shit. That's what they mean by new money. You hear hood niggas talking about some, I'm trying to get that, make that new money. That's like what's gonna happen in the future. Are you a part of what the future is gonna, you know what I mean? The development of something that's gonna be developed, constantly being developed, and it's gonna fucking develop the fucking future, which is gonna be at the top of the, the forefront of our evolution. And so that's what I'm looking at now. Like I'm like, yeah, it's time. That's why, you're seeing it, and you're kind of seeing it. At least for me, I see it. You're seeing the old world die off. I don't know if you're seeing it, but I'm seeing it. The old world's dying off. Like since my dad died, it kind of showed me like a lot of people that like that from the 20th century are dying off. You get what I'm saying? I was born in '94. It's the same thing. You were born in 1894. Like you're not gonna see no. You're not. You know what I mean? You're probably gonna live maybe to the '70s, maybe even to the '80s, but that's it. Maybe. My dad was 68. Most people die in their 60s. So if you think about it like that, 60 or 70, you think about it like that, like born the end of the century, you're probably gonna fucking make it tonight to like maybe 2060, maybe. And that's rounding it up. You might make it to 2040 something, 2050 something. I think it's actually raining right now, but I'm not feeling it because I'm underneath this tree. Because I'm like, the way it sounds right now, I'm hearing like water droplets, but not seeing nothing. At least it's not a lot. Okay. Got my CBD. So I got my THC blunt, and then I got my CBD blunt. I'm ready to go. You see how long it takes me to roll up? I might just put this over down. It smells fantastic. So satisfactory. I was thinking like give me a blunt cutter, but I was like, fuck a blunt cutter. So I'm like, man, I'm telling you, this like I'm looking at this shit like totally different now. I find it funny how like you get people like Ziggy Marley making a song called "Love Is My Religion" when it's like, what the fuck you even mean by that shit? Like low key, you know? It's just so weird, because like Rastas talk about love, and I'm looking at it from a brotherly, family oriented love type of space, camaraderie and all that good shit. But like, dude, like I don't know, a lot of people don't see it like that. When they hear love, they think like sex. That's what they thinking. Sex in the dating scene. Oh God. Because I don't know, I just feel like another crisis is gonna happen. I feel like I'm getting teased with crises. It's a feeling of a crisis is gonna happen, but I don't know exactly what it is gonna be. And I don't want to fucking feel like a crisis is gonna happen. But the world we live in is kind of like that, bro. There's no school today. I don't know why. Check the calendar. It's not a holiday. Nothing's going on today. It's a regular ass fucking Friday. It's just a day off. I've never seen though. These kids are here, man. They be getting the day off immediately. All right. Got my filter. And everyone, this is the doobies I was talking about. That's all the doobies. Time to smoke. I like smoking papers, but it's something about smoking papers that I don't like. I think when I smoke papers outside, I don't like smoking papers outside. It's just like, it's really annoying. Because of all these fucking things that could happen and shit. And things that do happen. But yeah, that's what I was looking at yesterday. I'm like, man, I want to be a part of that. And we're not even in that century anymore. That's what changed my whole mentality, like, about this shit. When watching the Bob Marley movie, they said Exodus was like the best album in the 20th century. I said, what? We really were in the 20th century like that. Like we're not in the 20th century anymore. And I'm seeing like old things, like my dad told me when my dad got out of jail and he talked to me one on one for the first time. The first thing he talked about was like my sexuality. It was basically talking shit about me being gay. And I don't want to get into the politics about it, but like emotionally, I just felt like I don't want to talk to you about that shit. You know. And then on top of that, like when he was in jail, my sister told me that when I came out, like she said that he said he's okay with it, like he still loves me and all this shit. So I felt like, okay, Dad's okay. Maybe because he's seen gay people and shit in prison, so he doesn't care or something. Nah, you know what I mean? Like, come to find out, like, nah, he was like, next thing you know, he's talking to me, talking about some, oh, like nobody in our family is gay, so you can't be gay. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm a grown ass man. You talking to me like, what? That's just weird as fuck. And it's like, that's not how that works, man. It's sex. Like, you feel me? I don't know which one's which. Gotta find out, I guess. It's gotta be a thing. It's gotta be the sour diesel. I mean, the Durban poison. So that's what I'm looking at now. Like, I was even like, because somebody was talking about use the melanin because they talk about how melanin and we have superpowers and all this shit. I'm just like, I mean, everything in existence has melanin. It's just that I understand black people have a lot of it, but it could be just a pigment of our skin. I'm not sure exactly. But on a realistic note, they were like, use your melanin for science purposes and shit to create something great. And I'm thinking like, I don't know why, but has anybody created the Iron Man suit yet? I'm looking for that shit. I'm looking to see online. I mean, we have fucking flying. I mean, we have all these other fucking technological advances. You tell me nobody's created an Iron Man suit? And actually, and it's funny too, because some of the conscious community basically said that, you know, Elon Musk is basically Iron Man in this world, and I'm like, that's so true. He is fucking Iron Man. He was in the first Iron Man movie doing a cameo. I was like, what the fuck? When I saw him, I was like, doing a cameo. I was like, son of a bitch. At the time, I guess I didn't know. I was so young. I didn't know. I was like in the, what, the seventh grade when Iron Man first came out? The first movie with Robert Downey Jr.? But yeah, this destroys our electricity. And that's the thing about electricity. If we lose electricity because of, you know what I'm saying, it's this radiation, this cosmic radiation, we're going to go back to the Stone Age. And if our world starts to adapt and our genes start to change based off of this shit, like, and we have superpowers and shit, it better be some real superpowers. Look at that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's just like, what? But even like 2020, when spiritual community was like, yo, shit's gonna go down, like 2020 vision, the world, people are seeing shit for what it is. There's not gonna be a galactic reset. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really believe him. I kind of did, but then like, oh no, like it was true. That's why we had the pandemic, was a cover up for all that shit. Because people don't even know or look up shit. You know what I mean? They just be like, too busy dealing with other bullshit. I wrote it really loose because I did not want that shit to, you know what I mean, to get clogged on my ass. But it's interesting, man. I bring my tablets, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, we did. Damn, just hearing those glasses just hit each other is like, what the fuck? How do you think it's gonna break? Let me put my hotspot on. Y'all want to hear another Torah car reading with me? Wrong one. The technology has been really slow lately. Like I told you what I do in the mornings, and so like today I was looking at some cross dressers and shit. And also, porn helps me out with fetishistic, sexual, like I don't know, like you get more comfortable with certain sexual things. Like I was looking this morning in my, working out my wood and shit. Like I was this morning, I was working it out, and like I was on Reddit and I was just looking up shit on my feed of things that I, have looked up or whatever. Like, and like, it's so weird. I saw like I saw this like a black guy and a white guy basically jacking off. You didn't see their faces, you just saw their dicks basically. Like their dicks and their stomach and their thighs or whatever the area. And it was like, I don't know what it is about that shit. Like that shit is so weird. Like I don't know, I feel so like blushing, you know what I'm saying, and shit. But it's like it's so true. Like that shit was so fucking hot to see like a white guy, big ass dick and shit, rubbing that shit, and then seeing like a fucking and it was gay, because like they're rubbing it like together, they're rubbing each other and shit. Like that shit is like. But it's like so hot. I don't know what it is about that shit that's fucking hot. Like I saw that shit like one time I was at this interview, whatever, last interview I had, like the sales job and shit, and like the manager was just like tall, big white guy and shit, and mature, and it's just like I don't know, something about like when he gave me the papers and I saw how big his hands were and all this shit, and like I don't know, just like the fact that he was white and I was black and I had big hands and shit, and it was just like touching him. Like I was not touching him, but it was just like just to look at both of us together, like was so fucking hot. I don't know what that shit was about, but I find that so fucking hot. Like I was low key like attracted, and I was like fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I felt like a fuck. Like I'm attracted. I mean, all of them are fucking attractive. Oh shit. All of them were fucking attractive. Very intimidatingly attractive too. Shit. I just wasn't ready for it. But anyways. And so like it brings me to like what Leah was talking about. She was talking about nobody cares about this and that. People like, basically talking about how society sits here and like to pretend like I am the wife of the president, but I like go so, and that's why I kind of felt like when I was watching the Bob Marley movie, because when I was growing up and I learned about Bob Marley and shit, right? And I was into it like in 2013 type shit, around that time, before and after 2013. Like I didn't know Rita Marley, you get what I'm saying, had other fucking relations. That was not something you knew. You knew that Bob Marley, of course, he had kids. You know what I mean? You see the kids. But I had no idea that, like, Rita and him were in and out relationship. I didn't know it was like that. And that was so, like, interesting because it made me realize. And then she was talking about how that part that she got angry, that everybody loves on YouTube. Clip of her getting angry at Bob and shit. Something like, this is why Bob and Bunny left and da 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 da. Like that shit was wild as fuck too. Because I was thinking in my mind, she's not very like submissive and like all this other shit. Like they tried to make them look like. And I've read articles and everything. I'm into this type of shit. When I'm into something, I'm into something. So like, I read articles and shit talking about the Rasta woman. And then, you got the conscious community preaching that shit too about polygamy and all this shit, how you need to be a sister wife and all this other shit. And then you realize, like, Rita wasn't that way. It was just behind closed doors. It wasn't. But nowadays, it's like people know this, so they're doing it. It's like almost like, okay, you're married, right? You're married, but like. Okay, if you're a Gen Z, right? Sorry, not Gen Z, my bad. If you're a Gen X, right? Which is older than the fucking millennials, right? You're a Gen X. You're probably gonna cheat on your fucking husband or wife, but you're gonna be like, oh shit. It's gonna be significant for you. Like I cheated. Like I'm a cheater in the relationship. Like straight up. Like, you're gonna feel that way. But it's like millennials, they don't give a fuck to cheat. It's like, oh, I'm gonna cheat. They already know they're gonna cheat. Like that's what I'm trying to explain. Like the rules have changed and shit. And even where I've heard, even when I was in Austin, I was looking up gender something and shit. And somebody was talking about how the times have changed to where like women are in the dominant seat now. And so I'm like, you do get a lot of that shit. Look at the way she was treating. I just kind of looked at her. Look at the way she's treating him. I don't know why I get these ways when I'm like at my mom's house. I'm watching the big screen and I'm just like zoned in. I'm high as fuck, and I just can really like focus. And it's nighttime. Like the spirits are at night. The occult, some shit like this. It's like I fucking zone in. And I was just like, I saw it. Like I saw the 21st century mentality. You know what I'm saying? How things have changed, and I was like, yeah. And like how they put that in there because they had to. If it was a movie, let's be real. You know what I'm talking about? Like go watch Malcolm X. Go watch. You get what I'm saying? Go watch any movie and shit from back in the day and shit. For about somebody from back in the day, like type shit. You know, they gonna show you like a perfect. Yo, go watch a fucking 90s movie. They're gonna show you a perfect situation. Of he gets the girl. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like the only thing back in the 90s is women were a little more forthright. Like they were a little more outspoken. But now it's like it's full on opposite. Like you see the relationship. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just you see like the femdom, mommy dom relationship between him and his fucking wife, like in reading and shit. Like you see that shit. Like his mom is dark skinned, black. She dark skinned, black. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's other bitches. There was other bitches. And then like she was his number one, and it was just like she was always there and shit. But look how she came in with an attitude like, what the fuck are you doing up in this bitch? And he was just like, yeah, the pretty boy. But she was like, you know what I'm saying? That's probably something his mama fucking did. You know what I'm saying? You see like the black man needing the black woman because that's his mom type shit. You know what I'm saying? And you could also see like how like when she talked to him and when she dealt with shit, how she was like more emotionally mature than he was and shit. And it was just like, I mean, that might have been the dynamic, maybe not, whatever the fuck. But you can see like what I'm saying is there's a difference where like they're not acting like somebody who they would act like, you know, in like that time period. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like in the sense of like TV and how they portray shit. But nowadays it's like I just kind of felt like even when she was talking to him and shit, how he's all sitting in the corner by himself, and she's all like goes to him. She's always trying to like check up on him and shit. And then I remember in the Marty movie she said that she was like, I was his guardian angel. Like she was like, I was his guardian angel. I was the one that always like made sure he was alright. Like she's like, you don't think I know about the guy that you sleeping with? Like, what the fuck? And that's what I was saying. I'm like, damn, like they put that shit out there like that. But like, that's because it's like, hey. So we're finding out these couples are like open couples. I mean, we knew they were open somewhat, obviously Bob Marley, you know, but. And then when she smacked this nigga, called him naive with his head, and he was like looking at that. I felt like, man, bro, like you really taking a feminine position. Like I felt like he was taking that, and that's why BDSM I think is such a big thing right now in that in the sense of actually like community. That makes sense, or a place to go. You know what I mean? A refuge of some sort, sexually, or I don't know how to explain it. Not just sexually, but it's a whole thing. But yeah, you know, I noticed that shit. Shit. But yeah, like it's like the mosquitoes want to bite, but they're like, fuck, I can't really bite that shit. These mosquitoes want to bite me, but they know they can't. That's why. You know, the homeostasis has not been compromised. Cannot be compromised. But yeah, so what was I about to say? If my nephew doesn't come today, I'm gonna be really pissed off. Truth be told, I'm probably gonna leave. I think I should leave though. Like honestly, I think it's about that time for me to leave my mom's house again. It's just that because I feel like she wants to be alone now. I think she wanted everybody, now she doesn't want anybody. I don't really know. I don't like being there. I don't even want to be there really. They're like, oh, they said that I should probably come back home, but we never talked about it. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to pay her no money. That's going to make my plan take longer. It just is. It's going to really significantly, like, it's going to take me like at least a month more to fucking like get where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, do I really want to fucking even spend any time with them? Like, you know what I mean? That's the problem. And I don't feel like doing it because I've already like invested too much in being homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a gym membership, I have a storage unit where I've bought all this shit. Like, I had more space. Like, basically, what I'm saying is like I had no space in my mom's house. So like, by me and mama kicking me out and me getting a storage unit, now I have a place to put my shit. So like, now I can buy whatever I want to buy and put it in there. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to keep it in her house. Like, real shit. Like, I don't even have to do that shit. That's why I was like, if I had a car and that shit happened in the storage unit, like, man, just go in that hole, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no school today, though. I don't know why. It's crazy. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I feel like these kids are not learning what we were learning. You know what I mean? Like, what are these kids learning, though? That's why I really wish you wonder, like, what are these kids learning, though? Real shit. Like, I just want to know, like, real quick, like, what are y'all niggas learning? You want to know if that shit's, like, real. You're an adult. You know if that shit's real or not. Like, what are y'all motherfuckers learning about, though? I want to fucking, like, walk in on a fucking, like, class one day and just be like, what the fuck y'all niggas learning? Just to walk around school one day and be like, yo, y'all know math this shit? Alright. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be fucking some trippy ass shit. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Just walk around a fucking elementary school or a middle school. They're in middle school. I want to see what they learn in middle school and intermediate school right here. You know what I mean? Not really so much in high school, but that's what I want to know. That's the most, I feel like that's the most important education right there. I ain't gonna hold you. And like freshman year of high school too. I would say like grades like 5 through fucking 9. Important years. That's when you go through puberty. That's why like a lot of that shit is like awkward. I honestly can tell you that's when you go through puberty. Yeah. 5 through 9. Those are the fucking years you go through puberty. And that's just weird as fuck. It is the weirdest fucking time of your life, bro. That's when you find out everything. That's when you find out your sexuality. You find out like you find out you know who you really are. It's just that you don't get to fucking like express that shit. And so that's the hard part about that shit. You know? It's like masked and shit. I guess there is school today. I mean, that's just kids out here today. Definitely some kids. The only kids yell that loud. Like, I remember being that fucking loud. There's a lot of shit I remember, man. Honestly, right now I'm going through some hard times myself because I don't know, maybe because I'm homeless. I'm always walking around. You see them all the way out here. You know, like, dude, like literally, like I have like some type of psoriasis, scoliosis, or some shit, like a syndrome or some shit. It's like an arthritis thing in my feet and shit, and that motherfucker is killing me. And it's hard as fuck for me to walk. And it's like, damn. And basically, the main point they said is that maybe I have weak butt muscles, which is funny because I was working on my ass, of course, when I was like transitioning and shit hard as fuck. And that helped me have a better figure. I knew I had a better figure. I knew I had a big butt when I was like in Austin and shit. And like, there's some weight because I was dieting, but it's like here, I mean, I've been homeless for almost about a year and shit, and it's just like, you know how that shit goes. You eat whatever you can, and I've been poor as fuck and poverty, so you know, you eat what you can when you can, because you don't know when you're gonna get it again. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why it's like I'm fat as fuck, but I don't do that. I can't do that shit anymore. It's kind of like it's time to stop because now I have money, so now I can pick and choose what I eat, and I don't have to fucking crave those things anymore. If that makes sense. I don't have to crave Wingstop and shit, and I don't have to get IHOP. I don't have to fucking eat these things, and then like there's just so many chemicals and shit, and then that's gonna fuck you up. And then at the same time, not just the chemicals, there's so much extra shit you just don't need, like so much extra sugar and shit. There's so much extra like trans fats and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking at a basic meal prep and it was like rice, broccoli, and chicken. I'm like, I can do that shit. I can do that shit. I mean, it is boring as fuck. I can see why, but I could do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much how I eat, like, for the most part. I just don't eat exactly like that. Like, I'll probably put some stew on that motherfucking chicken, some red stew or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigerian shit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely have the broccoli. Sometimes I'd have it seasoned, sometimes I wouldn't and shit. And but all the Asian nigga I was watching on some short shit was like, he was like, bro, why do you eat like that? And he was like, honestly, bro, he's like, I have this diet disease, da da da. He's like, so like I can't eat like all that other shit. He's like, yeah, since I control my weight and shit, you gotta eat basic ass shit like this. Just plain white rice. And I was like, fuck. I was like, in my mind, I was thinking like, yeah. He was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. I was like, the fucking fat girl shit. I can never go to Flavor Town. Yeah, you can't go to Flavor Town. Look at how fat she is. That's why her legs are like that. That's why like my legs are. I feel like my legs are looking like that. Like my legs are like bent back paper clips and shit now. Like, and I was like, ugh. And it's because I have female hormones in me and shit. So like I'm like her. You know what I mean? They didn't go to the right places because of like the fact that I took that shit. But at the same time, that's what happens with hormones. Hormones, it could go like that for you. But the reason why it went like that for me is because I'm eating all this other bullshit. Like when I was in Austin, I guess I was working out a lot and I was eating the healthy shit. I was only eating like salads and sandwiches. That's all I was eating, was salads and sandwiches for the most part, and drinking just water and shit, and a lot of green tea. Like that's all that shit was. I was drinking tea like passion flower tea, all types of teas and shit. I was on my roster with this shit for real, and these niggas took that shit away from me. And so I was just noticing that shit, like the way she just came in, she spitting game, like the way she like was handling it, like it was just like I feel like Rita Marley was in the masculine, or she was in the dominant, but he was more in the submissive position. You know what I'm saying? And that's the awkward part about it. Like you still can be a submissive male and not be a complete like fag. But people don't understand that shit. So I don't know. It's really whatever. Let's see. What we have on what's on the interweb, right? Like my little podcast. A lot of weird shit. I'm on. I don't know. What was I thinking about the fucking shit, you guys? I thought to show you something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, so that was like hot, and then I was looking at cross dressers and shit, and it was like, oh, cross dressers are not doing it for me today. I was like, not that they're like ugly or some shit. It was just kind of like, what's up, sis? But not like, I want to fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, or I think you're so hot. I want to like, oh my god, you're so hot. You know what I mean? It was just like it was like I really was like I told the guys it was just like that was it. Like I literally busted to that shit. Like that's crazy. And it's like to think that you just busted to that shit. Like what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like but that's why I always knew, you know, because we watch porn and shit, younger and shit. I remember watching porn and my homies. This is like when you watch some porn with your homies type shit. Not really. We're at the end of it. Like that was kind of weird at that point. Because internet porn was there, but like if you didn't have internet access, okay, follow me now. Or if you didn't have a phone, but you had internet access, that type of time. But anyways, check it out. So I remember my homie was like, "What kind of porn y'all want to watch?" And shit. And he's like, and I remember I already knew I wanted to watch. I was like, "Let me get that BBW." But then like this nigga was like, "Nah, I put on the fucking white girl lesbians and shit." And I was like, watching that shit, bro, and I was totally fucking turned off. Like I don't even know what to say. Like, and it was not that I was like turned off. It was just like, man, I like the porn. I started to realize like I like porn. They're hot, but I like the porn with the dick in it. Like there's no action. There's no like, oh shit, he just lifted her ass up and shit. You know, everything's just so cute and sensual and shit. I like that too. You know, I liked it. I mean, I don't think I didn't like it. It's just like, mm, I don't like it that much. You know what I mean? Like not as much as I like. You know? And I noticed that shit, and I was aware of that shit at the time. And that's what I'm saying. But I was glued to that, and I got to the point where I even like told my homies. And I thought I was like tell homies, I can't watch porn if there's not a guy in it, like fucking a girl. Like I gotta watch those. And you know, I remember watching so many documentaries and shit growing up. I don't know why the fuck I was so into that type of shit. That's crazy though. Like I really think about it now. Like I really was like growing up. I was into like watching like when I'm into some shit. Like I told you, I research. I'm into some shit. Like I dead ass like watch. I remember watching something where some lady was getting interviewed type shit, right? And she was like, "Yeah, the most porn that fucking like because Pornhub TV had like a fucking documentary on that shit." Damn, bro, I had to put that shit right on my face before I even like took the crust out of my eyes this morning. Man, that's really fucking annoying, man. Now I got the fucking like over here through my eyes. Fucking off spray and shit in my fucking goddamn eyes and shit. Telling you. You're like, oh, that shit, that joint and shit is then like inflamed and shit. Like, man, I'm like, that shit, like, I can't even walk, bro. I feel like I need to be in a wheelchair, bro. How much this shit hurts. Like, that shit crazy. And it says like the position of how you walk, and I'm like, it probably is, because that's the way I looked. I've been looking like at myself. I look at myself like my cross dress, especially when I cross dress. I did that shit, and I was noticing like my legs were like, you know what I mean? Like they don't look right. Like I was fat as fuck. Like you know what I mean? They look like these are my thighs and these are my fucking like calves and shit. Like that's how it's going like that. They're not like straight, you know, or whatever. Them hoes is like slanted and shit. And so it's like, why? And I've seen that before in fat people a lot of times. And it's like, that's not good, you know? It's like you're not probably standing up straight and shit. And, you know what I mean? You're probably like compressing your thighs together too much, your hips together too much, and not opening them up and shit. And so like, it's like you're pushing, basically you're trying to do this. You're linking these together so it can like a deck of cards. But what you need to do is like stand up straight, you know, open up the fucking hips and back and shit, you know. This is hard for me to do, and but keep your fucking feet straight. So like you just and now actually realign the shit and take pressure off of that fucking shit. And I've been trying to do that shit, but it's like, damn, what the fuck? It's the most weirdest walk in the world. I feel like that's a weird ass walk. That's why I was walking the other day and like my hip just like hurt, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it's the way I'm walking. It's the way I'm walking. So I need to walk like more proper. That's why working out's important. Cause like if my butt muscles are weak as fuck because I don't work out. You gotta work out your muscles. You can't just like not work out at all. What the fuck? That's just not healthy. You need to work out. It's not about losing weight to get fucking sexy and shit. No, it's about mobility. What the fuck you talking about? That's why she was like, "You go to the gym?" I was like, "Everybody goes to the gym. What the fuck you talking about?" Like, you know, like, everybody goes to the gym. Going to the gym is not about fucking like, I'm fucking going to take you to the gym. Here we go. That's why I'm like, she's so childish, bro. And then she tries to fucking sit here and like talk to you like that and shit. And it's like I don't like talking to May like that. So I was like, I don't like talking to her anymore because like, man, she's kind of childish for me. You know, like she's just too childish for me. I just can't. I don't play done with that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, man, get out of here, man. Like, you're too childish. Like, grow the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, grow up. I feel like people know that I'm transgender now. I really feel that shit. It's so weird. I feel like that shit is like people know. People fucking just know, and that shit be killing me. And then like I also feel like maybe fucking every time like there's a trans person, she literally goes up there. I'd be like, what the fuck? That shit be killing me, bro. Like I be dead with this shit. Like these bitches, I hate these bitches that I hate that they do that shit. That should be like, bro, what the fuck, bro? It's just too weird, man. It's weird, bro. Like it's weird, bro. Like they be doing that shit. That shit like, ugh. I'd be like, ugh. Like I only do that shit because I have to talk to them, bro. I don't like dealing with customers, but okay, whatever. And I was frustrated because it was busy, and it's like more customers, and it's like, okay, what's up, man? What y'all want? What's going on? What's like, you know what I'm saying? What do you need? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And so I was like, okay. And she was looking at shit, and I was just like, okay. Okay. She's like, let me get that. I was like, okay. All right. And I'm like, shit, crazy combo. I got the crazy combo. I'm like, peace coming out. I'm like, peace coming out right now. Let me try to get her out of here. And then maybe I turn around and maybe just like walking past. I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, why are you over here? Go make fucking pizzas. This is shit I'm talking. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like that shit really just like aggravated me, bro. Like I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like I was like, come on, bro. Cause I already saw like when the other transgender bitch came in that hole. It's a younger transgender bitch, so she was like on teenager shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, what the fuck? That's why she came early as fucking the day. You know, them tranny hoes are tranny hoes. You already know. It's tranny hoes and shit. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with it. A lot of hoes be walking through that hole. A lot of cis hoes walking through that hole for real, for real. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Some cis hoes coming early too, cause they, you know what I'm saying? But like, some cis hoes coming that hole, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you and shit. That late night shit. That late night stroll and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what a fat nigga is, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Fat nigga wanted a pizza and shit. And he was like, bitch, give me a fucking pizza, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She gave me that whole fucking pizza. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, but nah, real shit. So yeah, like I'm like, damn, bro, like them bitches. I just don't like when bitches do that shit. That shit is like, cause it's too much. It's like I turned around, like, what the fuck? Like I feel like she like is trying to make me like I don't know. It's really she's trying to basically. This is what it basically is. She's a lame ass bitch who just can't get it already and move the fuck on, or like whatever the fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. She is some bitches that just can't get it and move the fuck on. And when I say get it and move the fuck on, I really just mean like she's like trying to judge me right now based off my sexuality. And that's why I really don't like. I ain't really fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't fuck with it right now because I'm really not fucking with it. Like you're already over me right now. Like I'm celibate as fuck. I'm not fucking with nobody and shit. And it's like she really trying to make me me like seem like, oh, are you into girls and shit? Are you into guys and shit? Like, are you into some fucking like lady boy ass fucking love? You know what I'm saying? Because like every time a fucking tranny walks through and shit, it's like these motherfuckers be like sussing me out with that shit, and that should be like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That should be weird, bro. It's just weird. It's always weird, bro. And it's always with them. It's weird. Them niggas, like the management and shit. Them niggas be weird as fuck, bro. Them niggas. Like the first time I saw this shit, nigga was like, "That's all you, bro." I'm like, man, what the fuck? Take her fucking order, or what the fuck? I don't like give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying, like, just I don't get like what the fuck. I'm saying, like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, shit. Like, y'all understand. Oh man, that's how I be feeling like this shit. Like I don't give a fuck. That's why I be like. That's what I was like. Like you understand? Like I look, cause I was like tired as fuck, bro, and I was like, damn, bro, my shit was hurting. You know what I'm saying? I told you shit, my fucking joints hurting and shit. I'm just like, fuck, bro, more fucking customers. But it's already fucking 9:30, bro. It's fucking call a fucking night, you know? And I'm just like, okay. Then I'm like looking, and it's like the first thing you think is okay. You think like female. Then I'm thinking like that's a badass bitch. Like she fucking, you know what I'm saying? So then you're like, okay, ho. Then you look up, and then you're like, okay, face is kind of strong and shit. Then you're like, okay, tranny and shit. Then you're like, okay, what the fuck ever, bro. And you're like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like you want to order and shit. Like why the fuck you in here? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's New York guy. I feel like that's why I feel like I belong in New York and shit. I feel like a New York. Like I don't know. That's how I feel like. I don't know. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I be on that shit. I be feeling like I go like, what the fuck you doing here? You want a pizza? Not a pizza. What the fuck you want? What is this shit? Like, that's why I feel like doing this shit. What you want? You want a pizza? What you want? Why are you here? That's basically what it is. Like one type of shit where you just come and be like, yeah, let me get this. Hey, what you want, man? What you want? I'm pretty much the awk in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally the awk. You know what I'm saying? Like, awk, let me get a motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. Like, I'm like that nigga. I feel like I'm that nigga, bro. I feel like black people, you know, black people, we gotta do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially African niggas, like, and Jamaicans and all that shit. We gotta do that shit. We gonna do that shit. We gonna do that. We gonna look at you angry as fuck, like, fuck you want, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for no reason. For no reason, no. Just look at you like. He'd be like, from British, I'm doing a British accent because I'm just mixing it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like British and Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want a fucking jelly royce. I want a jelly royce. All right. With goat meat, a goosey stew. You know what I'm saying? Just, hell no. That's too tricky. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like and shit. Like, you know what I mean? The motherfucker just like, this shit like, with dodo on the side, isn't it? Like some shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker just be like, we don't have no plantain. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Jelly rice. It's like, you know, like rice and peas. Like with oxtails. Like, we have no oxtails. Rice is cooking. Like, what the fuck? That's why you be telling niggas and shit. You tell niggas how it is, bro. You don't listen though. They don't be listening and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's cool. Anyways. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get a little better, but I had to put that off swing on that. If I didn't put no off on, holy shit, I'd be destroyed right now. I'd be fucking fighting for my life and shit. I didn't do this stuff. You don't understand right now. I really don't want to be on this channel for some reason right now. I was watching that shit. That's interesting though. A lot of trans women don't like using their fucking dicks and shit. And it's like, that's interesting. I can see why that shit is. I can see why. And like some trans women do. And it's like, it's interesting. It's interesting. And they don't like topping men, if anything. It's like they like have sex with women. That's interesting. That's fucking interesting. Because it makes me feel like, topping guys and shit. I've heard before, like, a lot of girls are like, I've heard from a lot of girls that like topping guys. They're just like, I like topping guys. They feel really like, I don't know, ashamed about that shit. Like, it's weird as fuck. Because how you feel ashamed about something you like doing? I can just see them, like, fucking the shit out of guys and just finishing it and just feeling like, fuck, I did that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's just gay as fuck. I think that's why she was saying, like, oh, we're really just a queer couple and shit. You know what I'm saying? The tranny bitch should be on the British tranny bitch should be on YouTube and shit. It's just fucking. Am I subscribed to her ass? I don't think so. She annoys the fuck out of me. I really don't like her sometimes. Like, she be awesome. Like, I'm a super fucking bitch. And I be thinking, like, bitch, sit the fuck down. Like, nobody's trying to hear that shit. Shut the fuck up. Like, I really don't like her like that. Like, I ain't like. And I don't even follow fucking a lot of transgender people that are like trendy as fuck. Well, let's see what they're doing now, but they're honestly doing amazing things, which is amazing for them. But what the fuck? You watch some transgender YouTubers and now like your whole feed is like transgender YouTubers. Fuck it, that's it. Yeah, but if it does rain, we're gonna run inside there. I ain't gonna lie. Like for sure, if it rains and shit, like we're gonna run to that church and shit. You know, just sit there like a rat and just like, you know, just sit there and chill. See if I can find this fucker. No, I don't see it there. Fuck it. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, it's so weird, like, how trans people be like, oh my god, topping this shit, topping. It's so weird. They be like, oh, I'll never top a guy. I'm like, it depends. Like I was trying to show you guys before. Like, shit. Let me see my Pinterest. My Pinterest. It is still kind of rainy. There's droplets coming out of nowhere and shit. There's probably all the droplets that were on the fucking grass. They're just kind of going down here and there. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It feels fucking amazing out here. It's kind of like low-key, like soft wind, a little bit of breeze, a little bit of like wetness, but not too much. It's actually pretty nice out here. I'm fucking with it. Let me show you guys what I was talking about. Like, I had so many. Pinterest is like really my, go-to for like, just I don't know. It has all the scrolls. It's the window. You know what I mean? Like you got shit like this, like this fashion, like look at this, Lenny Kravitz, I think. Love the style, love the fashion, love the locks, legendary. Let's see. Yeah, it's on here. Oh, god damn. How many cracks in this thing? I don't think so. It's not. Yeah. So I've been like into this type of fantasy, like of guys being into me, basically, like on some like tall woman type shit. Like, so it's just like a thing. I'm not gonna say it. You know, whatever. I'm not gonna put it up or anything. But just like this is what I've been really into. Like, it's weird. It's not weird. Weird. It's just like I love it like a fantasy or some shit. But yeah, like things have been going down. Internet's been going down. I feel like I think I just think saw the thing kind of flash or something. Like that's I'm telling you, the electrical grid. We go back to the Stone Age, and we're nowhere near water. So the first thing you really have to do is go near water. Good to find. Like just like tough girl shit. Like I don't know how to explain this shit. Like you know what I mean? I just heard it with the Anagas Anaga. When you merge your Anaga affiliate together, you think of yourself as like a tough girl shit. You know what I mean? I don't know about this bitch right here, but I'm definitely fucking this bitch right here. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, of course. You get what I'm saying? Like perfect example. Like you think of yourself as a tall chick. Like this is how cis I'm gonna be, and this is you. You know what I mean? You think of yourself as gonna be that. Like that's usually what you're gonna be. You like you know what I mean? Just getting used to it. You like you know. There's always that like kink or whatever, right? Because you're tall. You're around like guys. Most guys are not 6'2", so that can be interesting. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to find more like that type of content or whatever. Tall women and shit. And there's a thing, people like tall women. I mean, they do. Let me see if I can just look that up. Let's see. A tall woman aesthetic. God, Lee. Wow. Okay. Oh shit. I wasn't hit with this, but I got hit with it. I'm like, God, why is she? Why? Are you guys ready? Like, sexually explicit. Oh my god. Like exactly. Like, is he hitting the ceiling? Oh shit. Like on heels. Like, and you have Zendaya, you know, Zendaya. Exactly. That's why, like, in her song, I remember, like, in 2022, that song, I forgot what it's called now. Taylor Swift was saying, like, she feels like a giant and everybody's like a cute little baby or some shit. Like, this makes sense. Like, you see that's her connect right next to Bruno Mars. Like, she's tall, you know. That's crazy. Like, you get, like, I get, like, this vibes. Like, this two vibes, I'm already, like, on the feel. Like literally, to this moment, I'm gonna be like this. I'm like, I don't even lie. I'm gonna be like this. I'm literally gonna be like that. It's gonna be weird as fuck. But these are like cis women, so that's what makes it even like. But yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like how like you know what I mean? Like, and, and that's how I fucking like wanna like express myself. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, but yeah, like I would totally like be like that. I should see. Like most guys are like 5'6". I'm like 6'2". So this is how like when I first came out, I was like in Austin, that's how I was like, you know what I mean? Like that's how I was looking like I was working out my legs and my eyes and shit, all that shit, and I was dressed like that and shit. Like I had the shit in the band, with the dreadlocks, like down and shit, like wearing tank tops and like high ass peanut butter on my thighs and shit. And there was guys that were like 5'6". I was just like, they were fucking immediately attracted to me. And it was like, oh shit! Like I didn't know I was gonna get that attention at first. It fucked me. It fucked me up because I was just not ready for that shit. I was not prepared. I was just like, what the fuck? And like, yeah. Uh, I don't want to talk about it too much. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna save this. This is really adorable too. I'm not gonna lie. It really does. I'm not gonna lie. That shit looks fucking adorable. Oh my god, I can't. I have to save this shit. I have to. Like, this shit's, it's too adorable. Are you fucking serious? Like, this is, no. Oh yeah. And like that's the thing about it, like that's what I want. Like that makes me feel like giggly, happy. You know what I'm saying? But then like, okay, let's say I looked up this right here immediately. That's not it. Let me see. It showed it, and then like, this is what a lot of girls see in me. This is what I'm talking about. I just saw one right now. I'm trying to show you this one first. So this is what a lot of, when I'm walking around, this is what I get. So that's why I'm like, I get her. You see her? You see her, okay? It's the small girls, the baby girls, the girls that are petite and small. They're attracted to, oh my god, this big old man and shit. Like, most average women are not attracted to that. They want this. Like, look this shit right here. Okay, look, check it out. She's shorter than him, but he's not like mounting over her. She's on top of a fucking skateboard, right? So it's like she's not mounting over him. You get what I'm saying? I mean, he's not mounting over her. You know what I'm saying? But like, the girls that I want don't want like a decent average like height with me. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They want a guy that they're average height with, or somebody who's taller. You know what I'm saying? But they usually want somebody who's average height with them. Most average girls want girls that are like a little taller, but like average height with them. When you're tall, like 6'2", you're not an average height man. So you know what I'm saying? Like, most guys, let's say guys are 5'6", right? Most average guys are around 5'6", you know what I'm saying? Closest to fucking 6'2", but like 5'6". Most guys around here are 5'6". So it's like, if most guys around here are like 5'6", it's like, girls don't, you know what I mean? They want guys that are around that height and shit. If you're a little taller, that's like a fetishy thing type thing. That's like your own little thing. So like that's when girls be like, it's the height for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be saying that stupid little shit. Like, it's the height for me. They say that shit because they know, like, damn well, like, you know, like they have this thing about being with a tall guy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And being small and being seen like a little girl and being the submissive. They have like that like kink. That's their thing, and that's cool. That's my, I ain't dogging them. Shit. It's raining right now. Oh, it's raining. I ain't hearing it. I'm gonna have to wrap this up, and just put some things away and make sure that everything is protected. Shit. I hear that shit just like hitting the trees and it might start slopping down here, and I'm like, not today, son. Not today. You know what I'm saying? Not on my watch. Shit. No talk. Yeah, but it is raining though. I hear it raining. Like, I'm not getting rained on like that though. It's kind of tripping me the fuck out right now. I'm not seeing rain really, but I am seeing rain. I guess I'm starting to see it. Yeah, let's get the fuck out. I hate this type of shit. Yeah, I can't even talk about shit anymore. I mean, I'm thinking I probably can go over to like the school and shit, since it is closed today, and go and eat the shit. It's already like 4 o'clock, so I think I might go over there. Yeah, over there, you're not gonna get rain though. I don't want to go back into church because that's just like, like that membership thing is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just looking down and shit. Man, like, I don't want one of those and shit. Where the cops just like, like, I said, hey, me, he just leave me like, you know what I'm saying? Like hell nah. You have traffic tickets, you have warrants for your arrest, you're gonna be in jail for a while, buddy. Breaking and entering and shit. Like, oh hell no. I'm not gonna be stuck up in Texas. Like my father. Oh shit, man, it's crazy. See, that's how I gotta stand and shit. Oh shit. Usually just stand like this. You gotta stand like this. Let the chest upper area off the lower area. So it can stretch itself out. And the hips do what you need to do. That way, feet, instead of like me pushing them together, push them out, support myself with my butt. Yes, like that. But it makes me walk very like boxy like. You see what I'm saying? I guess because I'm fat, I walk like this. So when I turn my legs this way, it's like this. It makes me force it. That's why I'm like, I think I should lose some weight from the thighs, and then lose the weight, and then I think like I'll be able to fucking like align my body better, and then like build up muscle around the areas, and that way it's stronger. It's crazy that it's raining, but I'm still not getting rained on though. Like it's raining, but it's not that wild. Like we really just chilling. I don't think it's gonna rain because over there it's like the wind's blowing this way, but I'm still going over there, so I'm thinking like I go out there and get rained on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I have a lot of gender dysphoria because like it's like I'm not into those type of chicks. You know what I mean? I mean, the trainee lady, she was looking banging, but I felt like maybe May was behind me. She saw the trainee chick and she tried to like come inside and come like right behind me and see if I was checking her out and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit be like the weirdest fucking shit, bro. Like I'm just looking like, I'll check her out if I fucking want to, bitch. Like you don't, what the fuck? Like she keeps on like doing that shit, like bro. I feel like she wanna. I'm telling you, she wanna like ask me like a nigga gay and shit. Like she wanna do that shit. But then like at the same time, like I'm not finna tell her shit. I already told you like I'm asexual. What the fuck? I really don't be liking people like that. Theoretically, it might be hot, right? I'm saying, but like I wouldn't want to actually do that in real life. So I have really intense emotions and shit when I see somebody or see something on somebody that's attractive, like my manager. Like I'm not super gay for his ass, but it was just like I met him and shit. You know, it's like I ain't gonna lie, when it's been a while, you talk to a white person with like crystal blue eyes and shit, you'd be like, what the fuck? So it's just an eye. Like, some shit I remember meeting back in the I think he was smoking. He was like, that's when we like went to college and shit. He was like, yeah, but he like white people. Come on, blue stuff. He was like, damn, yeah. So he has like piercing blue eyes and shit, and I was just like, fuck. Like I just stared into them hoes like, whoa, like you know what I'm saying? That shit be like, damn, you know, cause you know what I'm saying? You don't be around black people in the Hispanics and shit, brown eyes and shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't be saying that shit. You came out of nowhere and I was like, what the fuck is that going? This motherfucker came through the world. What? He got the he got the blue devils and shit. He got the blue devils and shit. What the fuck? No, like, nah, man. But where's he going? He got the blue devils on him. You know, but still, he had them Ragnar Lothbrooks. Yeah, I'm saying he had them motherfucking just, you know what I'm saying? Me. He had them fucking Ragnar Lothbrooks. You know, I'm in a boneless ass nigga. I'm having a boneless. I'm having a boneless Slavic ass nigga. Furman, German. Sounds like a racist to me. That's why he don't say shit no more. He started to realize like, oh man, y'all niggas is not it, bro. Y'all niggas, this is not it, bro. Customers are fucking unlock this bitch like the wazoo, but they fucking poor as shit and they pieces of shit. So like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got the workers. They really just don't give a fuck. They ain't really here for a paycheck and shit. Because like, we're poor as fuck and we're really not finna fucking get shit out. Motherfuckers is wasting fucking shit to do shit like that. He's like, man, they don't even know what I can do, you know? And really just making niggas their pieces, bro. You know? Like he stopped doing all the customer service type shit. So he started to realize like these motherfuckers they not it, bro. They not into it. Like the customers don't give a fuck if you smile in their face and try to be all nice shit. They're not even gonna respond. In fact, they're gonna fucking take advantage of you even more. They're gonna be like they're gonna treat you like shit. And then it's gonna be disrespectful and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And you're gonna get pissed off, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, what the fuck? And then they might even fucking just make it might even just act more ignorant because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna act more ignorant. So you know what I'm saying? You just become like, bro, what's up, bro? What you want? What's up? And you know what I'm saying? More you might just give it to them, but if it's like something you can like, nah, bro, it's too much, bro. That's why I come in the whole like, man, with a 20-minute wait, man. People just gotta change the car, you know, they change it. You can't take this shit. It's annoying, bro. It's like they come with $100 bill. It's like for a $6 pizza and shit, and they be acting like you gonna give them change for that shit. Like, no, bro. That's the whole register, bro. You got other people here, bro. It's not a bank. You dumb as fuck. But that shit crazy to me. And I'd be like, well, don't you get that shit? Like, this is not a bank, bro. Like, what the fuck? Niggas really becoming like, that's what I don't like and shit. And it's usually, you know who type of people that do that shit. If you, honestly, how much do I actually use cash? Like, I don't be using cash like that, bro. That's why I was like, oh, don't need cash back? I'm like, I do need cash back. Because I'm down here and this and that and shit, and I gotta have fucking cash. I take the bus and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even then, I just put it on my card and shit. I don't really be having cash like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even be having cash. So it's like, I'm just sitting here looking like, if you becoming paying for a pizza with cash, it's like, and you went to the fucking ATM to go pull this shit out, obviously. You know, it just made me feel like I went to the bank to go, or you went to go cash your check and shit and pull out 100 and shit. Why did you know what I'm saying? You could ask for fucking change. Like, that's when you should have asked for change. When you cash your check, I'm gonna tell them niggas that shit. Cause I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to be the fucking motherfucker, but I'm gonna do that shit. I got to. Cause I got to. I feel like I just see these people out here, and it's like, I don't want to be that nigga, but I'm gonna have to be that nigga. But I'm gonna try to be that nigga. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna be that nigga. I'm gonna just try. Fuck it. But if it doesn't work, fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to help these motherfucking niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Cause I'm just, sometimes you just be thinking and shit like, what the fuck? Like, why you come with a $100 bill? I be thinking like, oh no, I'm thinking, yeah, them niggas probably cashed their check, went to cash check place. Them motherfuckers just gave them hundreds of shit. I'm like, nah, tell them niggas to break that shit the fuck up for what you need, bro. Like, you don't do that shit. Like, if I was at that whole, I would have been like, oh, give me like, fucking like, 20s and shit. I'm like, hey, you're gonna need five. But if I know I'm gonna catch the bus, I need to fill up my fucking my car, and I only want to spend like 10 on the fucking car, or 20 on the car. I'm asking for some 20s. Like, nigga, it's common sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm just paying for the bus and shit. I'm gonna cash back. And they give me like $6, you know what I'm saying? $10 fucking cash back. I'm like, oh, can you give me that shit? And like five ones, can you and shit? Is that possible and shit? I can give you some ones and shit. Alright, perfect shit. I'm like, I want the last dollars, give me some quarters and shit. I'm trying to cash the bus and shit. They be like, oh, okay. They understand that I can pull out $1.25 like and pay for that shit and be gone. Like, these motherfuckers are stupid, bro. Like, you can just ask for that shit, like, because they don't know how to talk. They don't understand what they're doing. It's like, that shit aggravates me. Like, I'll be like, what the fuck? Sometimes they give me too much money where it's like, bro, you give me $30 and shit for a $16 fucking goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, they don't even know nothing about nothing. It's like, that's why I'm like, fucking stupid. Like, I mean, you know? I mean, just think about it. You grow up on a motherfucking, in a village or some shit, or in a fucking area where all you have to do is just like sweep, plant fucking food and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, go get water or some shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about simple living and shit to where like, man, you trying to come up here and shit and order a fucking pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, like, you gonna be like, you know, speaking a whole different language, you don't understand shit. You gonna be like, here's just the papers, here's the papers for that shit, whatever, just like, give us food, and like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'd be like, what the fuck? That's just some savagery ass shit. That's how I'd be like thinking about my savages, those motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they come from. That's what I'm saying. You have to understand that's how they're fucking. That's what's going on. I think he's like, he's asylum seekers. Do you think these people are fucking like, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they're not like civilized people, bro. I noticed that shit because the old fucking white dude was in the hell, and then fucking we're trying to call this dude to get his pizza and shit because their pizza's ready and shit. I was like, hey, bro, we're trying to get you out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And like, fucking white dude whistled like, hey, man. He clapped and it was like. And then like he whistled and shit, cause he could whistle loud and shit. And yeah, he's trying to get louder and shit. And that motherfucker was like, "Who you doing all that shit to, bro?" And he was like, "Huh? I'm trying." He's like, "Who you do all that shit to?" He said, "I'm trying to do to you." He said, "What the fuck you mean?" And the black lady was like, "Oh no, that's not right. See, in his culture, because the fucking dude that sitting down was like Hispanic and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking in his culture, that's offensive." I'm like. Nigga, that shit ain't not offensive. That nigga just being a fucking bitch ass nigga right now. Get your ass up, nigga, and get your motherfucking pizza. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man, what the fuck? Somebody clapping and slapping at you and shit. It's not to fucking degrade you or something. You gotta get your fucking attention. And you're about to fucking you know what I'm saying, get hit by something or somebody. That's what I was saying right now. I was trying to fucking tell the motherfucker I was walking on the strip right now that this fucking dude is on his bike and shit, and he's trying to pass through, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and like it's gonna get small, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of in his way and shit. Just like, hey, heads up, like there's somebody behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I was like, hey, heads up, you know, somebody, I'm like that, like behind you. Oh yeah, you know, because he was like trying to move to the side, and he was like riding on the fucking bike. It was like, why you moving to the side, bro? What the fuck? Like, he about to like, I was like, hey, right there, bro. He's about to behind you. And that's when he didn't look. He just stopped and shit. And then that's when the fucking new fucking road by and shit. And like, I was like, then he looked behind him and shit. And he saw the guy, and then he fucking just like rode off. And then he looked angry as fuck at me, like, what the fuck? And I was like, bro, that's your fault and shit. You're not trying to listen to me and shit. You a scared guy and shit. You old ass Asian nigga and shit. You think you like, oh, fuck this black fucking mayor is doing in the hood, A-Leaf and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like looking at this nigga like, whatever, bro. I just try to help you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even fucking say it. Like, I was just common courtesy shit. Like, hey, this truck about to fucking hit you and shit. Like, hey, you're in the street, bro. The fucking truck about to hit you. What the, hey, bro? What the fuck? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hey, your pizza's fucking ready, bro. Like, fuck. Yeah, we gonna make noise and shit. Fuck. That's just what he's doing and shit. Like, don't you understand that shit in his culture? I'm like, that's dumb. That's dumb shit. That's bullshit. That's automatic fucking thinking. So you're full of shit, bro. Nah, you just trying to be a fucking dumbass nigga and shit. You trying to be like, oh nigga, I'll get up when I want to get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Just being that stupid. Because that's how fucking motherfuckers be like when they have nothing to lose. They're pathetic. They're losers. They gotta fucking defend everything. Everything's a fucking like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's a, you know what I mean? They're losers. That's why I'm tired of hanging out with people like that. Loser. Oh hell no. Hell no. There we go. That loser mentality. Yeah. Just that loser mentality of just being so like, oh my god. That's why I was like, I don't like her. Like at first I was like, okay, like I was thinking maybe wanted to fuck, cause she was like getting some more, you know, more emotional and all this other shit. And I realized she's fucking. She told me she was pregnant. I'm like, she's fucking pregnant. I thought she wanted to fuck. She needs somebody to lean on emotionally. But now I'm like, should I take care of her? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Because I feel like I should. But I don't know. Man, but that shit was weird, man. But like, I started to realize how much I really don't like her. Like, I really don't like her. You know what I mean? It was like, ugh. You know what I mean? Now I'm just like, ugh. Because I like her, but at the same time, it's just like, I feel like she's just really attracted to me, and she wants to fuck, and so she does all this like flirtatious ass shit. So like, every time I feel like she thinks of me as her like work husband, and she's like too immature to like say that shit or feel take her feelings or like see if she, you know what I mean? Like, but it's what it is. Like, she attracted to me, and she just, you know, you can't help it. It's what it is, and I don't like that shit. Because it gets her all flirty and shit. And that shit, when I'm serious, I don't like when people like want to play around and shit. When you serious and then when you got flirty and shit. You know what I mean? When you're like serious about your feelings and somebody don't understand that shit. That shit aggravates me. You know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody can be treated as a piece of meat and shit. Like, not just women and shit. That's all women be treated thinking and shit. Like, then guys just use them as a piece of meat. That's what they mean by that shit. Just like, you're not taking me serious as a person. I'm talking about my feelings and shit. You're just like, literally, like, ignoring that shit and like, get into this like Brock from Pokemon type of state of mind and shit, just like with the hearts in the fucking eyes, it should just like, you know, it's disgusting when like you're serious and you can hear it in their second tone. That's even for a guy. I feel like for me, like with women, it's like, and not just women, but also with guys too. Guys do to me too. Just talk to you and be like, yeah. But women make it worse because they'll just be like, they'll fucking try. This is the sign. This is literally a sign of that shit. Of narcissism. Somebody when you're talking about some shit like, and they're like, yeah, that's how people die in my country too. And it's like, oh, bro, my dad just died, bitch. That's not something you to say that shit. You're not supposed to say that's how people die in my country too. That's like if I told you my favorite fucking place to eat is like McDonald's, and you say your favorite place to eat is fucking Wendy's. You're a complete fucking narcissist. You want attention from a fucking sexy ass nigga, bro, but like you're a fucking lame ass bitch. Like what the fuck, ew. Like that's not how that works. You should be already. See, the thing about this shit, you don't. That's the problem. You can't even. You know what I mean? Like it's like see if I did fuck you, it's like you couldn't live with this shit. So even if I spring the dick on you and shit, I put that shit out like fucking breakfast and bacon and shit. Your ass would not fucking eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I put out the whole plate, you would not fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't do that shit. I put out the fucking the fucking. I put out the flare and shit, send the signal and shit or whatever the fuck. Pull out the smoke screen, beat the drums. You're not gonna fucking like return the call, bro. Like you gotta fucking like, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm like, man. Fuck you, bro. You're a lame ass bitch. It's because you don't, you know what I'm saying? You're not ready for all that shit. You just want the attention and shit, but you don't deserve the attention because you're a lame ass bitch. You get what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? So I had to do some extraordinary ass shit. You get what I'm saying? Like real shit. Or get on the dick and fucking suck that bitch already. Like stop playing with it. Like what the fuck? And if you really about that life, just leave it there. Like honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. You can do that shit. Like just suck on the dick and like leave it there. We don't even gotta go any further and shit. Y'all gotta go further than that. And then like just make it that. Like okay, you're a regular fuck buddy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you suck my dick. Like that's it. Like, all the fucking day. So, you know what I'm saying? Like or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like stop like playing with it. Like that shit. Like that's how women do. Like, I don't know if that's just part of sexuality. I think it is. That's pretty part of the lore, even to themselves. But at the same time, I just be like, damn, bro. Like, you know? I really don't, you know? But yeah, that's what she was like. Oh, I don't give a fucking run. That's what I'm saying. Like, she pregnant, she still want to fuck me. So I'm like her fucking work husband and shit in her mind. Like, you know what I mean? Bitches be have work husbands. And I should be like, what the fuck? So I'm like, damn, this chick right here is trying to fuck, and she pregnant. This is weird. I don't even know right now. It's so weird. But anyways, yeah, I know you're like, what the fuck? I know I'm looking at a fucking tangent of like, I don't even know right now. Like, what the fuck were they even talking about? Now I'm smoking the white cheddar CBD, CBG. The other blunt was amazing. But yeah, so that's like my attraction and shit. Like, I feel like romantically is kind of cute and shit. Like if I was gonna be like with a guy or some shit as a trans woman, like this would be my like ideal like relationship. I'm not gonna lie. Like I know some like looks kind of weird and shit, but like you know, and I wouldn't mind like topping. You know what I'm saying? And bottoming. You know, I highly doubt I'm gonna find a guy who's taller than me. That's what I'm saying. It's like go places where they're taller guys. So, Damn it. Like, it's just cute. It's cute. I don't know. He's like, this is kind of cute. I don't know why, but it is. I think they're both hot in their own way. You know, this is really hot. Because they're both hot. So it's like, oh, that's really fucking hot. They're like, oh, wow. But I'll be like, kind of, like, I'm so hot. Oh, shit. Like this big ass Amazonian chick. And a lot of guys are into that now, too. See? This is what I was just saying right now. I was reading this here. Look what it says. What most guys want. What I want. So most guys want to be taller than their girl and be like looking down at her like, yeah, what's up, girl? I used to think I wanted that shit. I'm like, ugh, no, because I always had that type of friendship like with guys. Like I was always the guy with a friend that was like that size. And so I kind of always like, and he would be like, "I fucking bitches and shit." And that shit would like kind of turn me on. Like one time, like the guy took his shirt off in my room, and it was like I kind of felt some things, but I didn't know how to feel. And you try to play it out, but that's my homie though. Maybe he's just like, you know what I mean, like male vibrato, like oh, he took the shirt off on some male shit. Maybe it was just for that male vibrato. Nah, like I was like attracted because I felt something. Like it's weird. Like you just feel like it's breathtaking. You're like, oh shit. I don't know, somebody that's just breathtaking, and the way they do it, and the masculinity and shit of it, it's just like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's like, oh my god, Tom Mickey's gonna take his shirt off. Like, it was like, I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't know that actually. Like, even the way they look, like, look at this short guy look. Dude, this short guy looks fucking hilarious. He looks funny. He looks like he's like cool as fuck, but he like really would be like whoop your ass though. Like, he would go down, you know what I'm saying? Like on some Naruto ass shit. Oh shit! And look, look at this guy right here. He looks like on some like man, like he's kind of an asshole. Like you know, so he looks like a jock. You know, he don't give a fuck about nobody himself. You know what I'm saying? You know, like that's all I'm saying. So a guy likes it. I'm trying to be a tall dick. Trans woman for a fucking guy and shit. Amazon. I don't know if I want to sling dangling though like that though. I understand why some people are like, oh, that's fucking horrible. Why would you want to do that shit? I can understand, but I would think that most guys like that shit. I get it. It's the vibes I give off too. And it's weird too, cause like I was watching that shit, and I was like gender bending freaking Dragon Ball Z characters, and they were like, oh, they were saying all the characters, and they're like Goku no, cause that would not work out. It's just weird. And then they were like, whatchamacallit, like with other people and shit, like okay Piccolo no, cause he just looks the same, and then like they're like everybody else looks really really weird. And then they're like, Vegeta looks probably is the best because he acts like a girl. And I was like, you know what, Vegeta and like Sasuke and shit, they do like, if they had a female version, that shit would be like cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit! Look at this. She like lifted him up and shit. Golly. Yeah, this shit. And most guys that are into trans women like that, like they have this kind of like fetish or whatever. I don't mind it at all. I actually don't mind it at all. And I think that's what she meant by she's like, we're a really queer couple. I think that's what she meant. And she be point. She be doing, on his ass. Oh shit. It's the way he move it. She can't resist it. She has to keep go. This pencil, he should be penetrated. And make her slinky go. You know, when I was younger, I feel like that shit was like extremely sexual. Like, oh my god, just the fact that line, he made her slinky go. They're doing. But like, as I'm saying, like, that's part of like the whole worship of, the actual phallus itself, So it's really interesting, you know. Damn. The way I have to stand up is so like, so powerful and shit. It's like I don't feel that powerful. You know. Yeah, that's cute, right? Let's put that as my screensaver now. There's another one if they're both on flats. They're both on flats. She's still taller than him. I can silhouette. It's actually really cute. I'm gonna put that as a screensaver too. Pretty sure. You don't want to see it? Yo, meanwhile, most girls want this from me. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm trying to, like, switch it up. See how she looks like a princess and shit. Like, I'm telling you, oh no. Here's a blow up of that picture. It's a video. my style. Let me see. Sorry. Okay. It's the wasted thing. Like you have to go high waisted when you are like inverted. Fuck. Oh shit. She went just straight to the internet. She went to the fucking internet. Like, that's nice jacket, though, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna be having a little fine. You can like, you know what I'm saying, jazz you up. Oh God, what happened to Pinterest? They have no styles anymore? What the fuck? I said, what punk that? It gave me goth. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not shit at all. Rest. Oh, trust. Yeah, I told you. Look. Yeah, let me show you. You just type in inverted triangle shape. You gotta look at your own shape. Just look in the mirror and shit. You can see yourself. It's like it's really simple to proportions and shit. Like inverted triangle is basically your shoulders. You look in the mirror. You just took a picture of yourself and like take a pencil or whatever and mark where your shoulders are, and then go to your waist. You know what I'm saying? Where your hips are and shit, and mark where your hips are and shit. You know, and then where your like where your midsection is, which is really where your waist is really is where your waist is. Like in the middle of your abs and shit, right below your like chest and shit, like right where your abs are basically. Like, and see where that shit mark is and shit. And you can and then you know see where your feet are. You know what I'm saying? You stand up straight, straight, see where your feet are, and then you can see it easily how like you know that's how actually you know what I'm saying your proportions are, and you can know which ones you are. best tops for inverted triangle body shapes. You know what I'm saying? Like they already have you. It's like they have the scrolls. You know what I'm saying? Like figuratively and literally and spiritually, spiritually and literally. They have the fucking scrolls. They literally have like what the fuck you got? All these like nice. I like that bottoms up shirt. Let me see if I can I get in there? Yeah, I love that bottoms up shirt. That's just nice. Bottoms up, hey, hey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wear some shit like that hard as fuck. Ooh, that shit looks so nice. I have my lock and shit, never down and shit. I don't want to see like, yo, man. Yeah, that shit be like some vampire looking ass out of the world. She's fuck, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, a little flair to my, I'm not like super, I'm not all the way there yet. I'm really more like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like right now, I'm like really in this zone of it. Like, if I'm gonna actually like go out in public or some shit, like, or whatever the fuck, like, I wear some shit like those. You get what I'm saying? A V-neck sweater and a cardi sweater. Shit. Mm. I kind of wore a scoop. I turned the shirt into a scoop. I mean, it was really more like punk style. Because that's the way I did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, jagged edges. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. This one right here, I tried wearing this one, but it's like, that one's kind of hard to wear. It makes me look really, like, fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, those are simple, though. Those are like, you know, something like shit. But you gotta get like this, though. For the most part. It's a good look. Giving, you know, something like this. Well, she's smaller. She's more of a broad shoulders. Her looks makes more sense. You know. I always imagine this type of character. I can get that, so that's that kind of thing. That's something I'm not going back to. Because it's not working out. Right now, I'm only getting some dresses. I'm gonna try to get more dresses. Overweight inverted triangle body shape. What the fuck? Of course, they're black. Oh shit. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Overweight inverted triangle body shape. Wow. The scrolls. There's a diagram. What the fuck? Hell no. The scrolls. That's how you do it. Overweight inverted triangle. Large plus size. And this is not just for like crossdressers. Obviously, this is for everybody. Like this is for guys too. Like they have the same thing for guys. Like know how to dress yourself. Like, ridiculous. What do you know about CBG? There's always like a C. There's like a it's an upper. You know? It's white cheddar. I see the cheddar. The cheddar kind of like the stank. And the dank. It's kind of dank. It's potent. You know what I mean? But that white beef, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be trichomy and shit. So they're trichomy and shit. You get that Arctic blast with that motherfucker, like, with the thing from the brown hairs and shit. CBG. That's like CBD, but a little bit on steroids. So that was about CBG. I was smoking CBD. That's what I mean, like. But I'm still talking about. So yeah, this means there's no waist definition. Oh, it means I have no waist. Exactly, waist is like. Oh hell nah. What was that? Bitch ass. Waist definition is basically what's his waist definition? Here's his waist definition. You see that shit? It's like in the middle. You know, your stomach area. That's where your waist really is. It says have a bit of tummy bulge. And it says narrow and small hips. You know what I'm saying? Like this is flat buttocks. And it says large bust. Strong and very broad shoulders. Like, yeah, nah. But yeah. Even my sister's like that. Yeah, you wear dark colored stretchy tops. Dark colored stretchy tops. Flowy fitted and flare dresses. Flowy fitted and flare dresses. It says one shoulder tops. Vintage style boot cut jeans. Vintage style boot cut jeans. And tailored pants. Sailor pants. And that's your style. This says. It says do's and don'ts. See, so this is what you're supposed to look like. And what you're not supposed to look like. Mm, mm. Do's and don'ts. You see that? Do's and don'ts. Softer on the shoulders. Usually do down, not sharp. No, you know what I'm saying? Don't. That's for a smaller girl. She does flowy in the bottom. Beautiful wave. On the left, don't. Or on that side, don't. Some little pants. If you see those pants, that's for a smaller girl. Do's for a smaller girl. Exactly. Yeah, this is nice, bro. I ain't gonna save this website. I don't know what I'm gonna save. For real. Cause the fuck? That shit was giving the whole guide. It was giving the whole fucking shit. But yeah, this is some shit. That's how you do that shit. So you wanna buy some shit, you buy that shit. And you with that feminine flair. Ugh. Yeah. But yeah. I'm on a second. Because I want some more blends, so I offer me to smoke some. I just want to smoke some more. Here's my off day. I do want to smoke. And I'm trying to see if my nephew's going to come today. I really hope he's going to come this weekend. If he doesn't come, I'm really don't know what to do right now. I'm guessing I'll leave. But I don't want to leave right now because of like my injury to my legs. And I think I should just try to like, just rest at my mom's house. You know? So I'm thinking. Here's what probably have it, you know. Shit. Social media. Oh, they don't know. That was kind of weird. Yeah. I think it's on anyways. So. Yes. what to do on the fucking day off of school. They just out here. I'm listening to a trans-maxing podcast. If you don't know what trans-maxing is, it's basically incels that transition because they think it's better. They made a manifesto, of course. They had to. You know they do. Filter into this. A lot of fucking kids walking around here. Like young ones. People should treat you better if they think you're a female. You do have better skin. You do have, you know, softer hair and all that shit. Yeah. It's kind of harsh. I'm getting kind of bored. Changing it up. Being chosen by Orisha is the worst thing that I ever saw on the internet in the driving rant. 27 minutes, not right fast. I guess I'll catch you on the next one, guys.